going to talk about the communication in difficult situations. So difficult situations arise when you have a conflict. Is it normal to have a conflict in organizations?
Not normal.
Not normal. I think it's quite normal. What kind of conflict can arise in an organization?
Agreement. What we decision making, there's agreement and conflict.
Yeah. So you may normally not agree with the decision which is taken by one person or the other. So conflict can arise in between who? Between employee to employee, right? Between boss to employee, correct? Between boss and the stakeholders, between you, business and government, business and customers, business and suppliers, business and public, right? So those kind of conflicts usually happens. So okay, you give me an example of a recent conflict that you have faced in your organization or your personal life. Even sometimes you fight with your wife or husband or boyfriend, right? So that is also a conflict. So how you handle that conflict?
Normally,
No, give me first example. Example of a conflict.
Normally happen in our office. There's a procurement. There's some customer to buy this material. Do we just ask him for quote for what kind of material we need, and then like that. That's between the week. They need to be quote us. Yes, they quote us, but not exactly right. Then we send it back again. This is not right. That should be like that. Prepare and send back again. Then they say send back 2 or 3 times. They are angry because of
It's many times come and back.
Yeah. Then that's happened. We push into them. If otherwise we will change another supplier. That's all. Just argument, and after that we discuss more about this. Our policy and their policy is no match. Sometimes our format and their format is no match. That's happened. We will explain and move our relationship with the customer for that.
So how you handle this?
Yeah, that's why.
Day by day.
Day by day, yeah.
So what do you think can be a different way of resolving this conflict? Because this conflict seems to be arising every day, right? So what you can do as a business to make sure that this conflict is minimized? Because you see, the conflict will drain out your resources. Conflict is not good for organization, right? Because it affects your productivity, it affects your resources, it uses the employees' time to consume a lot of energy, a lot of time is wasted in that, right? So that is not profitable for any organization. But conflict is inevitable. As you say, your policies may be different, your formats can be different, correct? So what is the way that you want to reduce the conflict? Do you send your format to the supplier and say, hey, this is what I want exactly, give me that? Or you are telling him in advance, this is what I need, these are my policies. Have a discussion with them first and then ask for a quotation. So chances are that they will follow, because they are your supplier, they need your business, right? So they will follow your policies. They will follow the format that you want them to follow, correct? So in that case, the conflict may still be there because the understanding may not be exactly the same, but at least it will reduce to a certain extent, not on a daily basis, occasionally, right? So that is what you can practice. That is a part of strategic communication, actually. So you are now managing the strategic communication, that you are drafting the policies, drafting the formats in exactly what you want to communicate to the suppliers. And the timeliness of communication is very important. At the time of asking the quotation or asking the price, you have to communicate with them at that point of time, not after. So timeliness will depend. Maybe you already have formats, maybe you already have policies, already done everything, but you just didn't communicate at time, right? Or in a proper manner. Maybe you didn't put on your website, didn't put on your request for proposal. So those are the ways you can reduce conflict, correct? But conflict is inevitable. Conflict will still be there because the lack of understanding may still be there. Then how we resolve the conflict? So we are resolving, as you said, we sit down, we discuss each other, we agree on a common goal, because our common goal is what? We want to do the business, right? We want to buy, they want to sell. That is the common goal. So first step in resolving any conflict is agree on a common goal. You need to agree on a certain goal that, okay, this is both of us want to achieve, right? We want a business, we want this deal to be done. That is the common goal. So once we know our common goal, then we can agree on the method how we reach there. So there may be different ways of reaching there. You may back down, okay, accept what they want to do. Some they have to agree, right? So both of the parties can agree to each other, and then you resolve the conflict. That is the normal situation. That's normally the broad way of handling a conflict.